now that we have our project created, you can go back to home and you'll be able to see all your recent projects. The one I created for this demonstration was organization. I'll click on that and you'll see this right here. I just moved it so I know that it's in progress, or if it's in to-do. I think if we should have in to-do, we should have something that we might not be doing at the moment or it's not urgent, like I don't know, go to Salt Lake. We don't need to do that right now. What we're doing right now is in progress is creating a manual for organization. So once I have that, I have my tasks and my subtask. Yvonne is assigned to get Yvonne's documents, or I can assign it to me, or I can change it to Yvonne. If, for example, it was assigned to me, but then Yvonne says, well, they're in my house, well, then I will change it to her so she can remember to bring them to the office or something. And so just put Yvonne there and, put a date when you want it to be done, hopefully, or when she needs to do it. Once that's done, the other person will click complete, so then I don't have to worry about it. It's done and I can see that she's done with that. So now I need to get the information, so then I would reach out to her and go get the information. Once I get the information, I'll click complete. Then I would make myself to do, hey, I need to open an Excel for listing the documents. So once I put that in my to-do list, I'll see it in my task. I need to open. You click on task and it says new task. I need to open an Excel for listing the documents. So now I know that that's something else I need to do. I can click on it and it'll take me to it, or it'll bring it to the side. And right now I'm in the subtask description. To go back to the task, I click on the title and now I can see everything. Once that's done, everything is done, then that means that the manual is ready to go. And we would mark it complete. When we mark it complete and we go on the left to the project itself, you'll see that it's a little bit faded. We can just click done and move on to the next thing. Maybe the next thing is organizing the documents or organizing, I don't know, contracts. And then once we do that, we open it, we assign it to who's responsible to get it, to see it through being finished. You can add the subtasks to see who needs to do what. Somebody needs to do this, this, and this, and assign the different people so that at the end everybody contributed to organizing the contracts, but the person here is kind of assigned to look out and make sure everything is done. You can add links at the top. You can add it from your computer, Dropbox, Google Drive, anything. That would just, if maybe the contracts we can add a link so that we go directly to the contract if we click on it. We can add the subtasks just once and then click enter. You can copy the link to your clipboard, so in case you need to share it with somebody in your team, you can like it. Like is very important. It just helps the person, me, see that you've seen this task. So if you want to click like, that'd be great. If not, it's okay. You can add mark as dependent on. This is a little bit interesting. It kind of puts your subtask on hold. So for example, this A is dependent on, so organizing the contracts is dependent on A, or B is dependent on C. as you can see that. That just means that I'm waiting for A to be finished, and maybe A is assigned to somebody that is on our team. That will just put it under to-do list for them to see. You can click on timeline. If you click on timeline, it opens it up like when it's due. So it's well, that one doesn't have a due date, so as you can see the bottom over here, there are unscheduled tasks. So because I didn't put a date here, it didn't bring it up on my timeline. So let's put a date just so we can see it. So due date Tuesday, this next week. We get out of it, and as you can see, it's there. You can also move this one there so we can just see them all together. Okay, the really cool thing about this is that you see these little circles. You can drag it up, and it will just mean that they are connected. This will be marked. The whole task is dependent on Jasmine organizing the contracts, and then we will go to Salt Lake. If you need to attach it to something else, then it says marked as dependent as going to Salt Lake. So depends who is dependent on who, is whether you move the one on the top or the bottom. So that's the timeline. You can see the calendar. It's really cool. You can see when things are due, when it should have been done. Conversations. You can start a conversation. It's like chatting. When is this going to end? I don't know. And then just start chatting, and the people will be notified. Right now, 0 people will be notified. I don't want to notify anybody because it's 12 in the morning. So that's that. Progress. You can see how many tasks have been completed, how many have not, how productive you are or not. And it even has a here to update you on the status every Friday instead of maybe every day. Files is everything that have been attached from clicking here. You'll be able to see it there.